it's UAE Team Emirates who have ignited the tempo in this peloton. Roglic takes the first red jersey. Brian Taramay wins the stage. 2 wins in the Vuelta for Jasper Philipsen. Oh, big crash of Valverde. Jakobsen takes his second stage win. Michael Storer, 2 wins in La Vuelta. It's Magnus Cort wins another stage of La Vuelta. It's a victory for De Koning Quick-Step. The win was Florian Seneschal. At the top of Pico Vallecas, the race winner is Roman Bardet. Majka is going on an assault for a stage. Rafael Majka solo, he wins in El Barraco.
On to the third and final week of Vuelta 21. On paper, stage 16 looks straightforward enough, but strange things can happen after a rest day. 180 kilometres between Laredo and Santa Cruz de Bezana with just one categorised climb. The sprinters should be gunning for glory, with the man in the green jersey, Fabio Jakobsen, looking to celebrate his 25th birthday in style.
Yeah, I saw a flat stage. There was a possible sprint. There is a couple of harder uphill sections towards the end, but we're going to try to make it a bunch sprint, and I'll try to win.
For some of the other fast men, this is a last chance to take a stage victory at this Vuelta. It's our final opportunity, so there is some pressure. This is week 3, it's not going to be easy to control the break. Lots to think about for us today.
Yeah, it's not an easy stage, and yeah, it's a bit tricky also to control, but the final we did the last 30k yesterday during the rest day, and I like it, so yeah, hopefully it can be a sprint.
Well, there was another fast start today and an early crash even before the TV pictures. Guillaume Martin and Enric Mas were caught up in it, while Giulio Ciccone was unfortunately forced to abandon the race when he looked on course for a top 10 finish. No surprise to see Burgos BH and Euskaltel Euskadi in the day's breakaway, but the other Spanish wildcard team, Caja Rural RGA, didn't make it. Yetzebol on the attack yet again, along with Mikel Biscara. They were joined by Dimitri Claes from Kubega Nexthash, Stander Wolf from AG2R Citroën, and Quinn Simmons from Trek Segafredo. Harm van Houke of Lotto Soudal decided that he fancied bridging across, but the breakaway weren't being given much rope by the peloton. The sprint teams keeping the gap to around 2 minutes. Today's only official climb, the Alto de Hijas, and Bol in his 6th break at this Vuelta, leading the way over the summit. Van Houke finally catching up with 65k to go to make it 6 men up front. Well, after winning with Rafael Majka on Sunday, UAE Team Emirates were looking to set this one up for Matteo Trentin, but first they had to drop the pure sprinters.
And it's UAE Team Emirates who have ignited the tempo in this peloton.
Well, UAE really piling the pressure on Jakobsen, who was briefly distanced. It took nearly 10 kilometres for De Koning Quick-Step to shepherd him back to the main group. Well, that injection of pace bringing the gap right down, but the peloton didn't want to catch up to the breakaway too early. They still had around 50 seconds at the intermediate sprints. Bol hoovering up maximum points once again, as the sprint teams now move back to the front of the peloton. Into the final 20 kilometres or so, and it was time to up the tempo because the breakaway was still working pretty well together.
We're getting closer to that important 10 kilometres to go landmark, as these riders refuse to be caught by the peloton. They've been on the attack since the 6 kilometre point today.
Groupama FDJ, Ineos Grenadiers and Jumbo Visma working together as they slowly but surely reeled the escapees back in. There were a couple of short climbs in the final, and Bol made the most of them to go solo. The Dutchman getting a small gap before he was joined by Claes and De Wolf. The rest soon swallowed up. Andreas Kron then tried to counter from the main bunch, but his move was quickly shut down. And in the end, De Wolf was the last man standing from the breakaway.
He's still doing 59 kilometres an hour at the front. He's rolling on very well indeed. unfortunately, Stan de Wolf has been caught by this peloton. He's tried so hard. He's been in the lead for about 170 kilometers. Game over. It looks like it's going to be a bunch sprint.
Groupama and Bora taking the reins on a tricky run-in before De Koning Quickstep hit the front with 2k to go.
800 meters of sprinting to go now. The peloton making their way around this left-hand turn, almost another touch of wheels over the speed ramp, and they're looking round to get ready. Jakobsen in prime position. This is this tight left-hander. There's a little bit of Mars in trouble on the right-hand side, and now there's an attack again as riders go clear. Jakobsen is out of position. Here go the team of De Koning Quickstep, the team of Alpecin Fenix. It's very, very messy in here, and Jakobsen gets ready. On the wheel of Jakobsen is Trentin, then it's Michael Matthews. On his wheel is Lobato. Here goes the sprint. Jakobsen is about to open it up. Trentin closes. It's Jakobsen in the middle. Jakobsen going, light the candles. He wins on his birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Fabio Jakobsen. On the day he turned 25, the Dutchman took his third stage victory of Vuelta 21. He's been the best sprinter of this 76th edition, and now he's all but guaranteed to go home with the green jersey on Sunday. It's been a sensational comeback after his life-threatening crash at the Tour of Poland last year. He's up to 5 wins at the Vuelta in 2 participations. He'll be looking forward to discovering the other Grand Tours in 2022.
A birthday is always a good day. But I'm over the moon with this win. I think this is what we saw today is the Wolfpack. I was dropped on the climb. The guys wait for me. They bring me back. I win the race. It was all because of them. The only thing I can do is do a short, fast sprint. And yeah, they did everything else today.
Jakobsen winning ahead of Jordi Meus, who secured his best result of this Vuelta. Trentin, Michael Matthews and Alberto Dainese rounding out the top 5, with Arnaud Démare a distant 16th. There were no changes overall. Odd Christian Eiking will wear the red jersey to Lagos de Covadonga tomorrow, but he'll have a serious job keeping hold of it. He still leads Guillaume Martin by 54 seconds, with Primož Roglic and Enric Mas lurking in 3rd and 4th. Jakobsen tops the points classification by 127 points from Trentin, followed by the double stage winner Magnus Cort. It's all about Wednesday and Thursday in the mountains classification. Romain Bardet still holds a 19-point advantage over Damiano Caruso. And Egan Bernal still has 1 minute and 43 seconds in hand over Alexander Vlasov in the battle for white as the best young rider. Well, on Wednesday, Lagos de Covadonga will host a Vuelta stage finish for the 22nd time. The most recent winners on the iconic climb were Thibaut Pinot in 2018 and Nairo Quintana in 2016. And first, the riders will tackle La Collada Llumenà twice. A brutal day in the saddle, and it should lead to a big shake-up in the GC. So do join us tomorrow, and thanks for watching.